at that point, I started scouting for school. Prior before now, I've not decided if I was going to change their school, so I wasn't looking for a school. Now, I now thought, okay, I think, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I woke up this morning and I remembered something and I decided to share it with you guys. My house is echoing. We're trying to do some work in the house, so everywhere is scattered. We took things out and everything, so everywhere is kind of empty. So I guess this is echoing. The question is, what are the things you put into consideration when you are deciding what school to put your kids? That's one big decision that parents have to make. Parenting is not easy, especially the decision-making part, because whatever decision you make can either make your children or mar them. So decision-making in parenting is one very, very hard thing you have to do. So guys, I just woke up, I have to go out. So we will be gisting while I'm trying to dress up. Okay, so I'm going to be doing two things at the same time. Alright, so let me show you my hair, guys. See, I've been trying to convert my hair to natural hair. So if you can see, the natural hair is almost at this point. It's growing really fast. This top will break off. They're actually breaking off. This is the relaxed. My hair was actually damaged, very, very damaged. So I decided to, maybe it's the relaxer I was using, so I decided to convert it to natural hair. For like 6 months now, I've not relaxed my hair, I haven't touched it. So I'm trying to convert it. I'm glad the way it's going. See, I have natural hair up to this point. So it's just this part that needs to fall off. So, but it's all good. I just took out the hair yesterday and I want to do a little treatment on the hair. While we are gisting. So I started my kids off in this particular school. It was a good school. It was a small school, but you know, this type of school that they are not very big, they are not very expensive, even though money is a little big. They are not very expensive, but you get what you want. Like, people always ask you, what school does your kids attend? And you know, it feels good. It shows that, okay, your kids are doing well. People want to know the name of the school that your kids are attending or something. So the teachers were good. Okay, so I'm going to get I'm trying to apply a treatment on my hair. Okay guys, I'm back. I had to go and prepare my hair stuff. So in here I have a lot of things. I have been treating my natural hair. I've been treating this hair like natural hair for a long time now. So I just mix things together. So here I have avocado, some eggs, aloe vera, some oils, honey. In fact, put everything together is inside here. So let's continue the gist. You know, this school story, we haven't really told anyone what actually happened. We haven't really told anyone what actually happened. We just kept it to ourselves for a long time now. So I just decided to share it because it's going to help some other people taking decisions in terms of what school your kids attend. Okay? I'll just section my hair into 4. Yesterday I had a terrible headache that I didn't even know I would survive. A very terrible headache. So when you're doing stuff like this, you have to get a towel that is not don't use your white towel or a towel that you're using, because it's going to really get messy. Here. So we're good. So let's go back to the gist, yeah? So my kids were doing pretty well. Like, they were doing very well in school. Very well, like very well. They had good teachers and everything. So a lot of things happened, and somehow they started losing teachers. And then they changed. My daughter's teacher stopped at this time. My son's teacher also stopped almost the same time. It was really, I wasn't comfortable about it. So of course my daughter wasn't doing very well in school. So I started complaining. At some point it felt like I was nagging and I didn't like it. So I kept reporting to the proprietor that, because she was my friend, I kept telling her that I'm not happy with the teacher that my daughter has. She kept convincing me that, oh, the teacher is good, she was trained and everything, she has been trained and blah blah blah. I was like, my daughter is dropping, she's not doing well. Then my son was still small, you know, he doesn't even have anything. He just goes to school, eat and sleep. It was what they call the toddler class. So I didn't really quite have much problem with my son's teacher. It went on and on and on and on and on, and we're just trying to manage and everything. And then pandemic came. When pandemic came, okay, at the time, before her teacher stopped coming, she was already coming home to teach my daughter. You understand? She was already coming home to teach my daughter. So even after, no, she wasn't coming home to teach my daughter, no. It was when I now discovered that my daughter was not doing well. That means the teacher they used to replace, the old one, wasn't doing well. I had to contact her old teacher to come help me start teaching my kids at home. You understand? So she started coming, and during pandemic she continued. So my daughter wasn't, you know, lacking or anything. During pandemic she was still doing her academic work, even though at some point she was complaining that my daughter plays too much, my daughter does not concentrate, my daughter was stressing her, blah blah blah. She said a lot of things. I just told her to give her some time, that once school resumes, she's going to catch up. So at some point I noticed she was comparing my daughter with other kids too. So I didn't quite like it. So during the pandemic, I was already contemplating about whether my kids are going to resume the old school or I'm going to stop them and change their school. So So guys, I'm almost done applying. So the part, guys, you see how soft this hair looks. See how soft this hair looks. You're gonna love it. You should try it. You should try it on your natural hair. It works like crazy. It works like crazy. After a while, before pandemic ended, the home teacher, she couldn't manage, or that's her problem. She couldn't be patient with my daughter, and then she stopped without giving a notice. I know the worst part, the most painful part of it, guys, see, I'm done. The most painful part of it was that I had introduced my neighbor to her at the time. She had just done 2 weeks. She just stopped like that without a word. I mean, who does that? So if she hadn't stopped, because I really like my children's school, I wouldn't have stopped them. I'll just keep her as a lesson teacher while they continue with the school. But because she stopped, I had to find a way to get a school and be able to groom her academically. She's super smart, like she's very, very, very smart. Okay, very, very smart. So guys, I'll just go ahead and put on this heat cap and wait for 15-20 minutes, and I'll take it off. Guys, don't go anywhere, stick around so you see the end results and the gist. We'll continue with the gist. See, my hair feels like I applied a relaxer. Guys, this treatment is good, like very, very good. It feels like I applied a relaxer on my hair. So I'm going to take this off and wash it. See what I was saying? You can't use your towel, white towel or towel you're using to do this thing. It's really, really messy, like really messy. So guys, it's 20 minutes and see how shiny and beautiful, in fact soft, you know. So I'll just go ahead and start combing. See see how shiny and small it looks, and it kind of looks coily, kind of. Just go ahead and comb. So this treatment kind of acts as a conditioner, a relaxer, in fact everything. So the hair is pretty much ready. So I'll just go ahead and wash it off and show you guys what it looks like while we continue with the story. I'm done washing my hair. Let's continue with our story. So I'm gonna show you guys what the hair really looks like. So at the time when the home teacher, which happens to be her former school teacher, stopped coming, pandemic was I think school was about to start. School, I love it. You guys see the shiny and the shiny nature and the color, the texture, everything is looking so good. So pandemic was drawing to an end. So we had to decide what school we're going to put our kids. Are we going to keep them in their old school or get a new school? It was something that we needed to decide. And at this point, my husband just thought I should take the decision. He just thought I should decide what I want. So it was a struggle for me. I called people, I played the scenario for them. What do they think? I said, I love my hair. I love my hair. See, the natural hair is coming up to about this point, and these other parts are going to fall off. So I was asking people, playing the scenario, asking them what they think about the situation. Some people said, oh, I think they should stay where they are. Others said, oh, the academic of your child is more important, and everything. So I was thinking, so at that point, I started scouting for school. Prior before now, I've not decided if I was going to change their school, so I wasn't looking for a school. Now, I now thought, okay, I think the academic of my child is more important. So I needed to get another school where they have good teachers. All right, so I now started scouting for schools. People gave me some suggestions of schools they think I should try. It was a handful, it was a handful. So making the decision of what school to finally put them was a struggle, it was a struggle, but I had to make the decision. But I still not decided if I wanted to leave the old school. So there are many reasons I like the school. Apart from the fact that they had good teachers, they were very flexible. That's one thing you don't get in many schools. They were flexible. They listen to the parents. You could keep your kids till say 5, 4 without an extra fee. They can help you take care of your kids when it's not a school day. There were so many benefits. It's like a family. It was a family. But at this point, I was more concerned about her academics. I was more concerned, but I was pretty sure that most of the services that we get in this old school where we're trying to change from, we can't get it anywhere. So it was a tough decision. And at the time, I was alone. There was nobody living with us. There was nobody to take care of the kids. There was nobody I could leave the kids with. Even though I work for myself, if I pick the kids, then I have to go home. I can't take them to work, stuff like that. At this point, I just felt I can manage everything, but I shouldn't jeopardize her schoolwork, like her academics, for selfish. At this point, I was calling every other thing selfish reasons, convenience, and all. My husband was of the opinion that we should leave them in their old school. So one day, the school called, the old school, because school was about to resume. So the old school called and asked if we were resuming, that they've not seen us and everything. I just told them that the truth is, I just told them the truth. I said, right now, I'm trying to decide what school my kids are going to attend, because the last session before the pandemic, I wasn't happy about the way it went. I wasn't happy about the teachers and everything. And we were complaining and nobody was doing anything about it. So he was like, it wasn't the proprietor that called. The proprietor is actually my friend. It was the principal or the admin, some lady like that. So I told her that, but I've not decided if I was going to leave. So she was begging, and she was like, that she's going to talk to the boss, so the boss will call me. I said, well, I'm going to call the boss, call the owner of the school. Let me have a chit chat with her and check out her plans for resumption, if she has gotten new teachers. Okay, so one day school was about to start though, guys. I have still not decided. So one day I called the proprietor of the school. And we greeted and everything. I'm sure she must have heard that we're planning to remove my kids from the school. So when I called her, her countenance wasn't okay. It sounded like she was angry, it sounded like she was sick, it sounded like a lot of things. So I went straight to her and I'm like, I'm thinking of removing my children from your school, but they can stay. It depends on the plans that you have for this new session. The last time I complained about the teachers and everything, and she didn't do anything about it. So she told me that that teacher that was taking my daughter at the time had stopped working with her. And I said, okay, so have you gotten new teachers? She didn't answer straight. That was where the problem started from. She didn't answer straight. So I'm like, okay, all right. At that point, I decided that I was changing my children's school. Now, the challenge is, what school am I going to put my kids? At this point, you want to ask yourself, what are the factors, what are the things you consider before choosing a school for your child? A lot of people started giving us suggestions, like I said, and we started visiting schools. It was a struggle. Keep watching. There's a part 2. Click on the next video to watch the part 2 of this video. I hope you guys love my hair. I actually love it, like love it. The hair is looking really soft and healthy, really soft and healthy. Yeah, I like it. So